Hello and welcome to another update video about Luna Classic. Luna Classic is working out nicely. Yeah, we talked about a possible further drop. We talked about this head and shoulders, which is emerging here. To be honest, I can't remember if I said that in the last video or if I did say that on the member live stream yesterday. I think it was even the member live stream, but if you remember my last video, we had hit my support area here around 42193, yeah. But I emphasized there is risk we come down to the previous wave 4 low around 33150 and maybe even a bit lower into the range 2500 or something, okay? Reason is that we have now had an extensive rally. We talked about that. We reached my price targets up here between these red lines. That was my price range where I expected for now Luna Classic to peak. And I also warned about doing anything else unless we break above the 6000 level, yeah, up there, that peak, because I'm now a bit uncertain about how this can continue. The rally worked out nicely, also with the Elliott Wave count. To be honest, I'm extremely surprised how nicely that worked out. Really surprised because, you know, it's sort of it's a lower market cap coin, and but you know, and it's a lot of speculation around it. It still worked, so we reached all targets in these impulses. So if you remember, we talked about from the beginning here when I made my first Luna Classic analysis, we talked about a wave 1 here that peaked at that first 600 level. Yeah, very important that we in the next larger wave break that level. If we don't break it, we're caught in a range. We need to break this level for further continuation now that we have reached it, all right? Before that, for me, it was, you know, not clear, but it was probable to get to this area again, at least to test it, which we did, and we bounced off that. So that worked out nicely. But from that high, the wave 1, we talked about the wave 2 here. We bottomed out down there. That was around 0478, yeah. At the time, that was back in June. And then we talked about the next wave 1 and 2, which happened, the next wave 1 and 2, which happened, and out of that, that was one of the most recent videos. We talked about the wave 3 target that was reached. We then talked about the wave 4 correction happened. We talked about the higher level wave 3 happened, yeah, and the possibility to reach that area and then to get into the region around 4200, which happened as well, the retracement all the way down to the previous wave 4 low, and I emphasized the risk of a head and shoulders pattern. So of course, you know, you can start to scale in again slowly, and that's entirely your decision. For me, and this would be purely speculation, and the only situation I would do that if we drop a little bit lower, maybe into the region here of the previous wave 4 low. Yeah, you can see that when I zoom in a little bit, probably was a bit too small for the mobile phone watch viewers. But here around 3300, yeah, that range, the previous wave 4 low, I can expect there would be some support there, but possibly we could even drop lower, as I said. And there is some key support in that range around 223. Yeah, you can see that. So in that range between 223 and yeah, sort of 225. Yeah, 2500. Sorry, 223 and 2500. So key support area there, should we lose that wave 4 low and then coming down all the way. Of course, you could start to scale in some of the profits. Yeah, only in that occasion I would do it if I had, you know, anybody who traded this really and took some profits up in that region. Yeah, which is also where I told you to get out, basically, take some profits. Then you could scale in again, of course, you know, because you can basically only win even in that situation. But it is still risk. I think we can drop we can see some more downside, especially as we dropped out of the head and shoulders pattern, yeah. And then at some point when you scale in, maybe not trying to catch the absolute bottom, because with such a coin, it is probably difficult to do that anyway. It's generally difficult, but let's say we come down all the way, again, maybe into this region between 223 and 2500, then to expect here some kind of a recovery to the upside, and then we need to see what structure evolved to look at the key support levels and resistance levels. But certainly what eventually needs to happen is the break above this 0.0006 level. We need to break above this level, and if we do that, I think we can expect a larger rally all the way up to 0.001. This is eventually what needs to happen, because this would be the ideal target for the larger wave 3. So we would need to get there. At the moment, yeah, we are coming down, obviously, you know. You can also draw a trend line here. To be fair, we only have 2 touch points now, but that might be a support level. Draw a trend line here between these 2 lows from September, early September, and if we came to that level today, it would be 0.0003. So that might be one level to keep an eye on. Certainly possible to find some support here. What kind of wave that would be, to be honest, in my opinion, it would probably be a larger wave 2, and then we'll see a wave 3, 4, and 5, and finish off that larger wave 3 here. But to count this coin is difficult. It is speculative, so take it with a pinch of salt. It is entirely speculative. I only cover this because there have been so many member requests, but to be fair, it worked out quite nicely. So hopefully some of you made some profits and didn't buy at the top, yeah, at resistance. That's always a bad idea. And I can't tell you if we will see new highs, but for anybody who's in that anyway and took some profit, it might be worth scaling in here. Yeah, maybe even around the trend line, and maybe trading, scaling in slowly, maybe with a lower amount around that wave 4 low, then around the trend line, and then even lower. That's what I would do. But again, that's not financial advice. That's entirely up to you. I just discuss here a few trading ideas, really. All right, and that's my update about Luna Classic. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.